Welcome back. Let's get after it.
Very strange. This is Whole Foods Market.
They scan your stuff in your bag, right?
So you can't even walk in the Whole Foods unless you go through this machine?
Yeah.
I need my own QR code. How do I get my own QR code? How do I get my own QR code? I have to have my own QR code to come into Whole Foods?
You don't have to stand in line if you leave.
What do? They just what?
It
What
just
do
knows you have it because it scans it.
It knows you have products?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi or whatever it is, it scans your products.
Whoa. And this is the future of grocery stores? Whoa.
Dude, you had 10 minutes, now we got 5.
This is a vending machine gas station. I'm talking about there's no workers. It's literally a vending machine. Whatever you need, 24 hours. Yeah, I'm talking about they got everything you need.
Man, our society's going so downhill. It's videos like this that make me realize just how fortunate I am to live in the area that I live in. I live in a very rural part of Kentucky, and my town is the last place you're going to see stuff like that. We still have small town grocery stores here. We don't even have a Walmart. I don't have a clue what that was. It looked like a crutch, like a walking crutch that's upside down falling out of the sky. No clue.
Beatles were 100% created by Tavistock, and all genres of music. Each genre of music has an agenda. There's a point that they're trying to drive home, that they're trying to condition people with in order to move their agenda forward. And the agenda is social engineering. It was to move away from what most people would call the traditional values, especially with regard to Christianity. And so the Beatles really kicked that off. And we can argue that it went before the Beatles with Elvis and so on, but the big push with the British invasion started with the Beatles. So the Beatles were 100% a creation of Tavistock. You know how this works. It's this whole grooming process that takes place. So the Beatles were put in place in order to break down the cultural and societal norms at the time. And they did it in a way that was very methodical, it was very incremental. For many people, it wasn't very shocking. Maybe to the adults, to the older folks it was, but for the younger folks, the younger generation, they just soaked it right up. And it was to pull people away from the societal structures that their parents were accustomed to. And that was the very beginning of the 1960s, is when Crowley's Ionophorus was being pushed very hard going forward. And now it's 60 years.
I don't know how much faith I put in that, on whether that's true or not, but I'm sure that there's some sort of, I'm sure that the government has their hand in the music industry in some way, some shape, fashion, or form.
Sorry, they just found what under the water? Nah, this is flipping mental. This guy right here is Jake Kohler, a famous YouTuber and scuba diver. Very experienced and for years has been exploring the underwater world as a treasure hunter. After exploring the depths of Lake Guntersville in Alabama, he made a shocking discovery. He saw something at the bottom of the lake which he originally thought was just a shipwreck. This is what he found. A flipping UFO at the bottom of the lake. Oh, not something that just looks like a UFO, an actual UFO, look at it. Kohler contacted the authorities and they have been swarming to the place ever since with scientists and investigators, and the news has gone global. Paddy have published a full article, so go check it out. Link.
Man, the grocery store of the future looks really sad.
bit better and better with the time.
What is this? What is this? Are you serious?
Yeah, this is supposed to be this craft here, this thing that went up on this balloon, and it's got all these cameras on it and everything. I don't know if you guys can see my
Yeah,
cursor.
I saw it.
Oh yeah, but then this guy is supposedly up there, and the balloon goes up, and then this is the view that he gets. It's like, what?
Come on.
But again, this is just in line with the technology at the time, and this is exactly what people would believe. I mean, imagine if we were 50 years ago and we were shown this, we would be like, wow, that must be what space looks like. And so you just kind of move along with the times, and then if you look at how terrible the the mirror looked.
Y'all think that was real? Do y'all think that was real?
The gang sign of the devil horns is a curse. Many devil-worshipping celebrities popularize the symbol, glorify their god and Baphomet. Look what the citizen's priest, Anton Lovey, has to say about this.
This is called sign of the horns. A curse sign, the two fingers extended. This way spread apart for sort of shotgun blast. The other one's one with the box sign. That's three fingers extended. Box on you, a box on you.
That symbol that they're all doing, that symbol, he said, was a curse symbol.
I'm gonna call bullcrap on this one because I've used both of those hand symbols. You got rock and roll and I love you. Or just because someone's throwing up rock and roll or I love you doesn't mean that they're part of this satanic crap. Hey, just real quick, if you're enjoying this content, I make a new video just like this one every single day. Come back and join me. Hit that subscribe button.
Alright, TikTok. So here we have a pretty disturbing video that my aunt showed me that she caught on her Ring camera a couple nights back. I'm just gonna let y'all play the first video. Y'all tell me what this might be. Look closer. Y'all see that thing moving in the top? Getting closer, moving on. Now this is the second video. Look at it. Did y'all see that? The thing got closer and lit up the ground. What? Come on. What can that be? Anybody, please. Explanation, please. Raleigh, North Carolina, please give me an explanation of what this might be.
Man, that was pretty good. I like that one. I'm gonna go UFO on that. I know there's a lot of drones that have fancy lights and stuff on them, but not like a spotlight like that thing seemed to have. It looked like it was searching for something. Maybe they got another downed craft in the area or something it's on the lookout for. But yeah, that's pretty fascinating. That was a really awesome video.
Heard of chlorine, of course, mostly in our pools, and people have to think, is chlorine actually dangerous for me?
It's a huge problem, Al. It's a huge problem. Study after study has said that people who are exposed to chlorinated water have an increased incidence of heart disease, heart attacks, breast cancer in women, and Alzheimer's and other forms of cancer. And you know what? Most people don't know that we get 2/3 of our exposure to chlorine in the bath or the shower when it's absorbed through your skin. Let me show you something. This is ordinary Tucson tap water. And it's the same water because I'm pouring it out of the same glass. These are the same pool test drops you test for chlorine in your backyard swimming pool. I'll drop 5 drops in each glass.
Look at that, almost instantly.
And if it turns yellow, there's chlorine in there. There's
Very clearly.
Now, I'm going to swish my fingers around in this one to simulate taking a bath or a shower. Just for a couple of seconds. Watch. Same number of drops.
Wow, no sleight of hand here, and you're saying in those 2 seconds that you swished your fingers in there?
All that chlorine was absorbed right through the skin of my fingers. Now, I'm going to do something that I haven't done much down here. This is just a slice of potato. I'm going to swish it around in there, just for that length of time. Okay. Drop the same number of drops in there.
Look at that, just the same as your fingers. Don't tell me it absorbed directly into the food.
Every bit of that chlorine just went right into the food. So whatever you're cooking in chlorinated water, it's going right into your food and you're eating it.
All right, if this is a genuine problem, which it appears to be, I think I have a solution. If you're going to take a bath, fill the tub up, throw a potato in it. Come back, get the potato out, take a bath. If you're going to make you like a pitcher of sweet tea, fill up the water, put you a potato in it, take it out, then boil your sweet tea.
I know it sounds crazy, guys, but this high voltage experiment is literally ripping a hole in the clouds. That's when I turned it on right down there. And then this is the last 30 minutes. This baby's pumping out like 100,000 volts, I think. Yeah, about 100,000 volts. So it's about to be a sunny day, guys.
Anyone who understands more about electricity than someone with a third grade knowledge on it, drop some comments down below and let me know. Does it make sense that something like that could be taking place? And I just want to say, I just commented that I wish that there were more experiments like this going on. I think in the last video, where they were talking about mercury and free energy. So it's awesome to see that somebody's out here messing with this stuff.
Esta misma noche en San Fernando, París, grabamos este fenómeno y empezó a sonar de nuevo el sonido misterioso.
Isn't that just asteroids or space debris coming into our atmosphere? And the sound, I'm pretty sure, is just added after the fact. I'm pretty sure that's all that is. Fake. Doesn't look real. The movements are too human. The camera seemed like it was intentionally shaky so that you didn't get a good look at things whenever it was showing more of a full body shot. I'm gonna call that one fake.
Okay, so I know I was only gone at my conference for like a week, but I came home and now I'm curious. Are y'all okay? Look at this. I can't recall a time here recently, even within the last few years, where they've had a buy one get one on chicken thighs. Have y'all seen this? What's going on?
You might want to check the expiration date on those. There's probably a good reason why they're trying to hurry up and get rid of them.
To Moscow, nobody has ever been able to independently verify who and what this body is. They let one genetic test occur, and the body with the that they said was Hitler, and have said, and that's the narrative, that's the story, that's all the eyewitness accounts that are even in the vicinity of collaborating with each other, and corroborating each other's testimony. Like the closest version, because none of it seems to be very accurate, is that, okay, here's Hitler's skull, and when they did the genetic testing, it's that of a 35-year-old woman. So like,
well then, that's not his skull. I mean, do you really think that we really truly know what happened at the end of that war? You think they're really going to tell us all the details? Us simple folk? That's a very good question. Why do they have a Hollywood star?
Shadow here. It's on his right, or our right, which means that the sun would be to the left. Now here's a pan to the right. This is not edited or spliced. The camera is just panning to the right, but now his shadow is straight ahead, or rather about 1 o'clock. Get a little zoom here. He does a little dance. Now he starts moving again. We pan to the right, and his shadow is now on the left. This is what the French call impossible. It is a total joke.
Wouldn't that mean that they were lit from every direction? Or, let's see, I guess it mean they were lit from 3 sides?
Honored, my friend.
Here's to you. And here's to hell. May we have as much fun there as we had getting there, huh, Howard?
And we'll be there.
I'm gonna go to hell when I die. I'm gonna go to hell when I die. Everybody, been to hell?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone?
Of course, yeah.
What's it like?
Well,
hell's terrible, Jimmy. It really is. There's gluten everywhere.
And Yeah, they have bowls of Advil instead of M&Ms.
Oh, yeah. And they have dial-up internet. Oh, no. 14.4?
Do you think you're going to get to heaven?
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to?
No, hell's much better. Look at the interesting people that you're going to meet down there.
I think it's easy to compile a bunch of clips like this together that are remotely related, like they're all talking or singing about hell, or, you know, but it's artistic expression. Now, is there some dark, twisted, unknown stuff going on in the music industry? Of course there is. Is Madonna probably involved in it? Of course she probably is. But I think a lot of those people were just showing their artistic expression, no matter how distasteful it may be. Well, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I trying to throw in some different types of clips, put some things in there to spice up the videos, keep things a little bit more interesting, kind of keep you on your toes a little bit, keep you guessing on what's coming next. If you enjoyed this, I sure would appreciate you coming back to join me again tomorrow. I'll be here waiting for you. See you tomorrow.